corner is given. I say curious, there was double cover then on Wallace, except the second man covering wasn't covering behind the first man. That has just come up to the near post. Anderson just on the edge of the 6-yard area. And they all miss it except Robbins. It's in. Robbins has done it again. The goal in the 20th minute. Mark Robbins, second in the FA Cup. Burridge missed it. Wasn't truly struck by Robbins. He just nodded it down, which I think pulled Sweeney on the line. But the referee was well placed and immediately pointed for the goal.
Well, amazing. Mark Robbins, one of the smallest players on the pitch, just as against Nottingham Forest, he gets a header. And if you actually see it, right from the corner kick, he was unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box, never got picked up. John Burridge didn't come from the cross, and he actually misheaded it, but it went in off the post, and United are ahead.
Duxbury made it his. Looking for Hughes, and the punch-out comes to Wallace. Still Wallace. Robbins, and it's blocked. And an escape for Burridge. Wallace waited a long time with the bounce, and Burridge had the fortune in the end.
Well, Danny Wallace there. Bit disappointed. That shot comes saved, didn't result in a second goal. John Burridge, not the tallest of goalkeepers. When he comes for those type of crosses, tends to punch them rather than some taller keepers would catch them. But then he made up for it with a great reaction save from Robbins.
McGee is offside. And it was Mike Robbins who had the last Manchester United touch in that move. See Wallace there waiting for the right bounce. I'm sure he thought a couple of times about the right foot shot. Then he took on his man well. Blocked on the line. And it needed the defender to save the day. Darren Bradshaw certainly helping out John Burridge. Here's Wallace again. Again he delayed, it seemed to me, with a possible shot.
There's a free kick there to Newcastle. Again, the critics of Mark Hughes would say, well, that was unnecessary. The defender's just going to clear the ball. He's not really going to get a chance of actually intercepting it, and he goes in late and gives away an unnecessary free kick. And I think if it's sometimes he concentrated on just playing football rather than getting involved in a physical battle, he'd be that much better.
No foul, says Mr. Vickers. Here's Mark McGee. Aitken has gone outside. McGee, penalty! Bruce bringing down McGee. No doubt about it at all. McGee took them on. Aitken had formed the extra man outside, wasn't needed, and Bruce brings down Mark McGee. And Newcastle had the chance from the penalty spot. It's down to Jim Leighton. When the wind abates sufficiently for the ball to be put on the spot, it's going to be McGee himself who will take it. Looking for his 17th goal of the season, which will really lift the noise around St James's Park. It does. Into the roof, with Leighton going the other way. Good penalty. By Bradshaw. Anderson. McClare. Stimson for company. Wallace! Yes! Oh, what a finish! What a finish! Right on the hour. Marvellous strike by the little fella. McClare did well. Had Stimson Anderson on the wrong foot, but it was made by a superb finish. Just a little dart to the right, and my heaven, he thumped it. Angle was tight, but he found it.
There, wrong foots, Simpson well, drives in across, one touch, little touch with the left, and doesn't worry about picking his spot. He knows from a few yards out if he blasts it, the chances are it's going to go in, and John Burridge, just as well for him, didn't get in the way.
What a contrast now. 1 minute one end, the celebration, then the other. Who will have the last laugh? Quinn. Made by Bruce. Dillon. Dillon again. Rock. Gets to Ranson eventually. 2 to find, but he'll wait for the corner. McGee and Quinn on the goal line. Roy Aitken hovering around the penalty spot. And he's down, and the ball is in. Kevin Scott. Leighton came for it. Oh, he certainly was caught. And Kevin Scott with the header. Jim Leighton, unlucky there for me. And the header came off Viv Anderson from Kevin Scott. Look at Quinn, he looks for him, there's no doubt about that, he looks for him. Clear foul. And Scott came in. Anderson is already appealing instead of going for the ball, which I suppose you have to say is an error on the part of an international defender. But even so, Manchester United extremely unlucky. Evans as the referee. This is Phelan. Possibilities here with Wallace, man outside, but he couldn't turn to make the pass because Ray Ranson denied him. Dillon. Sweeney on the touchline. The big 2 down the middle. McGee comes away. Quinn and Bruce. McGee. Brock waiting. Quinn. Almost given it by Duxbury. Nice turn.
Well, Manchester United have allowed themselves to get rattled. They got angry at the decision, and here just turned in. Mickey Quinn, big lad, but does very well here, really. Just turns, makes half a shooting chance. Just shows you don't have to go past defenders to give yourself a shooting opportunity.
Well won by Scott. Ince has taken the same position on the pitch as Duxbury held. Ince looking for Wallace and may have found him. Little touch, McClare! At last McClare scores. 17 games without a goal. He's chosen a very good moment to end the drought. It was Ince, though, who played the telling ball. A little bit of push and shove there between Wallace and Bradshaw. Turn, and on came McClare, and Manchester United lead 3-2. By no means the best strike of the ball that McClare has ever made, but it could be priceless.
Well, it's £5,000 worth of ball from Paul Ince there. Danny Wallace, very unselfish, and as you say, Brian McClare just knocking it towards goal rather than picking his spot. Very relieved, and again, the game switches round, 3-2.
Playing the time that Mr. Vickers has allowed for stoppages, including a long talk to Viv Anderson. This is Ince, that's a good ball. And a good save from Ince.